tonight, all of our stage managers, all of the designs that you see used for our set, everything is being run by students that we really want to train them, especially for whenever they help with our big high school productions when they get over to the high school. This is my practicum student, Karis Martin. She's a senior this year. She helped direct our A2 show, which will be the first show that you see. So I have asked her to pray for us tonight, and then after we pray, we will get started.
Dear God, thank you so much for these kids, God. Thank you for their willingness to help out with this production, whether it's acting on the stage or helping on crew, God. Thank you for just allowing us to have a time and a space to use our gifts to glorify you. God, I pray that you would calm any nerves that are happening backstage, God, and just allow this to be a wonderful production. In your son's name we pray. Amen. Enjoy.
I want to complain.
You want to complain? Look at the shirt. I've only had it a week, and the seams are already starting to fall apart. My socks keep falling down. And can you believe I paid $20 for this haircut? I have this terrible headache. My carpal tunnel keeps acting up, and I can feel my elbow. I thought you weren't supposed to be able to feel your elbow. What if I bump it on something? Now it's gonna hurt. And don't even get me started on people who drive too slow.
Is this the complaint department?
That's what the sign says, which reminds me, one of the most irritating things is when people can't see the obvious. I mean, there's a desk stating that with a sign stating this is indeed the complaint department. There are literally dozens of complaints spewing out of my mouth, and people still ask, is this the complaint department?
Yes, but I'm supposed to complain to you.
It's a joke. You know, someone comes into the complaint department expecting to complain about something, but then has all these complaints thrown back at them. The tables are turned sort of a thing?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
Most people don't think so.
Well, complaints are usually attached to emotions, so you probably catch them off guard.
Anger.
What?
Anger is the only emotion attached to complaints.
What about frustration?
A relative of anger.
A relative?
Annoyance, irritation, fury, rage, antagonism, resentment, ire, wrath, and frustration. All relatives of anger. No matter how you slice it, people are mad.
Well, we have the right to be mad. Take my complaint, for example.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
Oh, I don't know.
Could you watch the complaint department while I could get a Diet Pepsi?
Oh, but I don't work here.
Come on, I'll just be a minute. I'm dying of thirst. As you can see, they don't even put a water cooler in here.
I don't know.
You can do it. You're great with people.
I am?
Sure, you were great with me.
But I can't run an entire department.
The sign says complaint department, but they really just mean this desk. Thank you so much. Be back in a jiff.
Is there a form we fill out or anything?
Excuse me, is this the complaint department?
No, it isn't.
But that sign says complaint department.
Oh, yes, what I meant to say was, my shirt, it's only a week old, and the seams are already starting to fall apart.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I wish to register a complaint.
Okay, what seems to be the problem?
This right here is the problem.
Is that goo?
No, it is not goo. They changed my favorite cookie. After years and years of creating, producing, and selling the perfect cookie, they changed it, and I do not like the change.
It looks like goo.
It is not goo. It is part of the changed cookie I do not like.
That doesn't look like a cookie.
I told you it is not the cookie. It is part of the cookie.
The part you don't like.
Exactly.
May I ask what kind of cookie it is?
I don't know what kind of cookie it is now that they've changed it, but it used to be the perfect blend between the rudimentary flavors. Two delightfully crunchy and perfectly corpulent chocolate discs surrounding a wondrous vanilla cream icing, creating a sandwich-style confectionery with the impeccable aptitude for immersing in a bovine liquid refreshment.
An Oreo?
In a nutshell. And as everyone knows, the Oreo used to have the perfect cookie to cream ratio at 71% cookie to 29% cream, creating a pick one seat from a residence of recompense after one's ultimate demise.
A heavenly flavor.
Exactly. Now the ratio of cream has changed from 29% to 58%. I've had to scrape off half the frosting just to enjoy my beloved cookie.
29 to 58. Oh, I see. You bought the double stuffed.
Double stuffed?
Yeah, they came out with a double stuffed Oreo a few years ago, but you can still get the regular kind.
I can?
Yeah, just read the package. There are other flavors too. Golden vanilla, Neapolitan, mint, birthday cake, banana split, and of course, the double stuffed.
I guess I should have read the package. Well, what am I supposed to do with all this extra frosting?
Save it. Maybe they'll come out with a just perfectly corpulent chocolate discs flavor.
Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you watch the complaint department for just a sec? I've had a sudden craving.
No, I will not.
You dumb imbecile!
Excuse me?
I bought a brand new 74-inch high-definition flat screen TV from you not a week ago, and now it's not working.
You didn't buy it from me.
Well, not you specifically, but from your company, and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, let's see. I'm sure there's something. Ah, here we are. Television complaint form. Let's go down the list and see if we can rectify the problem.
Fine. And sorry about that insult when I came in. Sometimes I just get a little carried away.
Apology accepted. Number 1. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I was watching my favorite program, World's Dumbest Imbeciles, when all of a sudden the screen went dark.
Dark screen, dark screen. Here it is. Was there a number on the screen, like a channel number or a cable provider logo?
No, it was completely dark. No number, no logo, no picture whatsoever.
Let's see. Did you try the on button?
Well, of course I tried the on button. That's the first thing I tried. Then I tried every other button. Still nothing.
Did you check the cables on the back of the TV?
That's the next thing I did. I checked every cable on the back of the TV, and there are a lot of them. I've got cables going to the cable box, cables going to the DVD player, cables going to my kid's gaming system, and cables going to the modem. But I made sure each one was secure. Then I tried the on button again, the on button on the TV and on the remote. Still nothing.
Next, there's a big, thick cord on the back of the TV that needs to be plugged into the wall. Did you make sure it's plugged in?
The problem with that is that the TV is on top of a big dresser, and the plug is behind the dresser, and the dresser's really close to the wall.
How close?
It's about 3 or 4 inches away.
That should be enough space for you to look behind it and at least see if it's plugged in.
Normally, yes, but right now it's really dark back there.
Why is it dark?
The lights are off.
Why don't you just turn on the lights?
Because right now, on our side of town, there's a power outage.
I see. Do you still have the original packaging the TV came in?
I always keep the boxes.
Here's what I want you to do. Pack up the TV in the original packaging and bring it back to the store.
It's that bad, huh?
I'm afraid so. When you bring it back, they'll ask you why you're returning it. Tell them there's nothing wrong with the TV, it's just that you're too stupid to own a television.
I am!
Most definitely. But you're actually perfect for this job. Could you watch the complaint department for just a second? I'll be right back.
I guess so. There's nothing ever good on anyway.
Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Oh, how awful.
Oh, I'm incredibly sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Oh, good. For a moment there, I thought you were, quite mad.
No, I was just expecting someone else. Can I help you?
This is the complaint department, is it?
That's what the sign says. Can I help you?
Yes, thank you. I came in here to complain about... I'm sorry, it's just that... Who were you expecting?
I'm sorry?
That mask. You were expecting to jump out at someone else. Who is it?
Actually, I'm not allowed to tell you.
Why not?
It's private. You wouldn't know that person anyway.
I might, and the way you jumped out like that doesn't seem very private. Who is it?
I'm sorry, but that is between the person whose name I am not mentioning and the complaint department. It's a private message for that person and that person only. Can I help you?
I already know the message. It's RAR.
That's only half the message. Did you wish to register a complaint or not?
Yes, but not to you. I wish to complain to someone else.
I assure you, I'm perfectly capable of assisting with whatever your grievance might be.
No, I find you rude and very annoying.
Fine, I'll find another associate. Hello? Can I help you?
No, you just put on a different mask.
No, I didn't. I'm a completely different person.
No. I don't want you. You're terrible.
Well, I suppose you could do better?
A slug could do better.
A slug? Fine, prove it.
Excuse me, where do you think you're going?
Is this the complaints department?
Yes, but I'm afraid the attendant... Perhaps I can help you.
Oh, great, because I'm at my wit's end. I just don't know what to do.
What seems to be the problem?
I think my husband is going deaf.
My, that is a problem. And what makes you think he's losing his hearing?
He doesn't answer me half the time, and I have to call him several times before I get any response. It seems like the only time he can hear me is when we're standing face to face and he can see my lips move.
I see. Let's try an experiment. Do you both have mobile phones?
Sure, and make sure he has it set to ring and vibrate to make sure he answers.
Here's what I want you to do. Call his phone, and when he answers, I want you to talk softly. If there's no response, talk a little louder. If there's still no response, talk a little louder, and so on until you finally do get an answer.
Sounds reasonable. It's ringing. He answered. Hello, honey? No answer. Hello, sweetheart, are you there? Still nothing. Darling, can you hear me? Complete silence. If he can't see my lips moving, he can't hear me.
Can I see the phone?
Absolutely. I'd like to have another witness so that I can convince him to go in for a hearing test.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, hi. Yes, she's right here. Yes, I can. Right. I'll let her know. Okay. Bye-bye.
He could hear you?
Yes, he could.
What'd he say?
He said that he answered you 3 times and wants to know what you want. He also says you always do that to him.
Oh, I wonder what that means.
Hey, could you watch the complaint department for me for just a sec?
Hmm?
Thanks. I'll be right back.
So, what do you think I should...
Hello, I'd like to register a complaint.
Hello? Oh, hello.
I'd like to register a complaint.
At the moment, I'm afraid there's no one here to complain to.
You're here, aren't you?
Yes, but, well, what's your complaint?
My bill is wrong.
Let me take a look. It seems to be in order.
No, look at the price of the cheese.
Ah, here it is. Jarlsberg. That's good cheese.
Yes, but they charged me the wrong price.
Let's see. They charged you $8.59 a pound. That's an excellent bargain for such high-quality cheese.
Exactly, but the sign next to the cheese said $10.43 per pound, so they charged me the wrong price.
But they only charged you $8.59 a pound. I don't think they were trying to swindle you.
Nevertheless, it is still incorrect.
I found the problem. See here in the paper, the old price, well, the official price this week is $8.59 a pound for Jarlsberg cheese. They hadn't changed the sign, but the official price this week is $8.59 a pound.
That may be, but the sign next to the cheese said $10.43 per pound. I demand a correction.
Well, the customer is always right. Let's see, you bought 2 pounds and paid $17.18, and the old price was $10.43 times 2, which is $20.86, for a difference of $3.68. So you owe an additional $3.68.
What about sales tax?
Times .06 equals 22 cents for a grand total of $3.88.
What about the cost of the plastic wrapping around the cheese?
That's already included in the cost of the cheese. But I can see your insistence, so 2.5 cents for that.
The Jarlsberg name sticker?
3/4 cent for that.
The nutritional information label?
0.25 cents for that?
The cow flaccid reduction injections? You didn't think I knew about those, did you?
No, we were trying to keep that a secret. Another 8.5 cents.
And to compensate for your time?
98 cents.
Is there a tax on your time?
No, no tax on customer service.
Thank goodness, at least there's a bright spot. It seems like there's a surcharge for everything these days. So, how much is the damage?
$4.98.
I'm afraid I haven't any money.
That's all right. You can work it off in the complaints department. for the next 2 minutes.
Is this the complaint department?
At least for the next 2 minutes.
Good, because I've been trying to call the Army surplus store for 2 days now, and the lines has been disconnected.
What number did you call?
I wrote it out on my hand, 0900-1700.
That doesn't sound like a real phone number.
I wrote it on exactly as they had it on the door.
Was it on a sign just under the word open?
Why, yes, that's another thing. The sign said open, but the door was locked.
It's their operating hours. It's military time. It means they're open from 0900 to 1700 hours.
What time is 1700 hours?
5.
A clock?
Yes. Here's the real number to Army Surplus Customer Service. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Is that Eastern or Pacific time?
Daylight saving time.
I can't call anyway. My phone is damaged.
It looks like it's off.
How do I turn it on?
Just press any button.
Everyone keeps telling me that, but there isn't one.
I can see several buttons from here.
Yes, there's a volume button, a back button, a home button, and a settings button. I looked at every square millimeter in this phone, and believe me, there is no any button.
Allow me. There looks like there's water damage.
I don't see how that's possible. I kept it in this pocket through 2 washings.
You washed your phone in the jacket?
Yes, but as you can see on the tag, it says waterproof.
Okay, I've done my time. Good luck with that.
So I just wait here then?
Is this where I can come complain about my parents?
Well, if you want to.
Good, because they're a real pain in the butt.
Is that so? Are they super old and senile to take care of them?
No, they're just unreasonable. They have all these rules, and I have to follow them, or there'll be consequences.
Consequences, nasty things those are.
Tell me about it. But get this, my dad thinks there are good consequences.
Good consequences? Like what?
Take the other day, for example. I wanted some cakes, so instead of just baking me one, my mom shows me the instructions on the back of the cake mix box and says, follow these instructions, but because of the way our oven heats and the climate we live in, cook the cake 7 minutes less than what it says in the box.
And did you?
Yeah, she made me do it all by myself. She just stood there and answered a few questions.
Was she right about the 7 minutes?
Yeah, the cake turned out extremely moist and delicious. So my dad says, nice work, this is the delightful consequence of following the instructions.
A strange way to put it, but I suppose that is a good consequence.
But then comes the bad consequences. In order to make the cake, I had to dirty several dishes, pans, and utensils.
Naturally.
Get this, they made me wash the dishes.
So you're like the little red hen.
Exactly. I had to make the cake and do all the cleanup.
And then they want to eat all the fruits of your labor?
Oh no, they're diabetic. They couldn't have me.
I see. And did you purchase the cake mix?
Of course not. My parents buy all the food.
I see. So you want your parents to buy your food, fix your food, and clean up the mess for you while you just eat the food?
Finally, someone gets it. Why don't my parents get it?
Oh, they get it.
It's the complaint department.
Can you help this person?
Me. You want
You
me?
can do it. I'll be right back.
What's your complaint?
My arm hurts.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look.
I'm sick of doctors. I fell out of a tree.
I need to look at the other arm.
Why?
Because it's injured.
No, this is the one that hurts.
Then why does that one have all those bandages?
To stop the blood.
So it is hurt.
No, this is the one that hurts.
Clearly, that one has multiple wounds, and this one looks perfectly fine. Instead of the complaint department, I think you need to see a psychiatrist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have explained. A long time ago, this arm suffered an extremely rare nerve injury, which resulted in the complete lack of this arm's ability to feel any pain.
Really? I've never heard of that.
It's extremely rare. It's a sort of extreme case of carpal tunnel, but it's true. Watch this.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for that demonstration. I believe you.
Here, you go on, have a bite.
It's not necessary.
Then I'll give it a good karate chop. Hi.
No. Please stop. You'll get blood everywhere.
I'm sorry. I just get carried away sometimes.
So if that's not the arm that hurts, then why does it have all those bandages?
Well, These band-aids on my fingers I got while chopping onions. That always happens. This one on my wrist I got from one of those jagged strips you tear saran wrap with. This one I got from a pincushion. This one's more of a burn, and this one, believe it or not, I got from a whack-a-mole machine at Chuck E. Cheese.
May I take a look? That's a gaping wound. You need to go to the hospital.
It doesn't hurt.
That doesn't matter. It needs stitches. If you don't get that sewn up, it'll only get worse. You'll lose more blood, you'll have more nerve damage, it'll eventually get infected, and you'll lose your arm, or worse.
But it doesn't hurt.
Pain is an indicator that something is wrong. You don't have that indicator, but believe me, there's something wrong. I'm gonna get some help.
But this is the arm that hurts. Excuse me, you just stole that.
Oh, sorry.
What is your complaint?
I'm bored.
What? Excuse me, you just stole it again.
Oh, sorry.
Do you need a letter opener or something?
No, letter openers are for wimps. Who can't just rip open an envelope? I mean, it's only paper.
Very well, now it's your... Excuse me, you just did it again. You stole a letter opener and a pen.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't believe you are. You've apologized 3 times now, and yet you keep on doing it.
I'm bored.
Is that why you keep stealing?
No. That started a long time ago when I stole all my friends' toys. Bobby Richmond's.
Do you realize that stealing hurts other people?
Oh, yes. When I first stole Bobby's toys, he cried, and I pretended like I didn't know anything about it, but it just ate me up inside. I felt terrible, but I was too scared to confess, so instead of returning the toys, I stole some more.
That's awful.
I know, but after a while, I stopped feeling guilty. I became a full-time thief. I know stealing hurts other people, but I just don't seem to care.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
I'm bored.
Maybe you should have to get caught and have to pay for your crimes.
I have, many times. That's boring too.
You keep on saying that. Why are you so bored?
The movies make being a thief look glamorous, but in real life, it's boring.
It doesn't seem like it would be that boring. The thrill of planning a heist, the excitement of anticipating the moment, the exhilaration of the risk of being caught, the adventure of getting away with it, and the pleasure of your loot.
I see you watch the movies too. To tell the truth, I don't feel anything. No fear, no excitement, no exhilaration, no thrill, and certainly no pleasure. I wish I could go back to when I was that stupid kid again and feel the guilt of stealing Bobby's toys.
You want to feel guilt.
It's better than nothing.
I just realized something. You have the same exact condition as my arm, only it's on the inside. I'll be right back. What are we doing? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you.
What's this?
I want to open a lemonade stand. Go ahead.
Not bad. Bit weak.
Exactly, it's a bit weak.
Again?
If you please.
Tastes the same. A bit weak.
Unbelievable. Would you buy lemonade that tastes like that?
No, at least not twice.
Me either.
Again?
If you please.
Tastes the same. A bit weak.
Ugh.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help but realize you keep mixing the same amount of lemonade powder with the same amount of water each time.
2 scoops. That's what it says on the package.
Perhaps the people who came up with the proportions were envisioning a smaller cup?
The instructions didn't say anything about that.
Maybe not, but you can't just keep doing the exact...
Look, is this the complaint department or not?
That's what the sign says.
Then help me with my complaint.
Did you use the same amount of water?
Of course.
2 scoops of lemonade powder?
No more, no less.
It's going to be too watery.
Even though I use the exact same amount of ingredients, I expect a different result. Down the hatch.
Tastes the same. A bit weak.
Ugh, I'm a failure.
You can't just keep doing the exact same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Listen, there's something I gotta take care of. Could you watch the complaint department for just a minute?
You've got to help me. I have this song stuck in my head and it won't get out. I can't sleep, I can't work, I can't do anything. It won't stop.
Isn't that how Beethoven went insane?
Beethoven didn't go insane.
Sure he did. Jason Beethoven? He lived down the street from me. It was a heavy metal screaming song called Chicken with His Head Cut Off, but he only heard it played by the banjo. Couldn't get it out of his head. They had to take him away in a straitjacket.
This is the complaint department, isn't it?
That's what the sign says, among other things.
You're not being very helpful. I'm desperate. I need to sleep. It just keeps playing and playing over and over again.
Sorry, have you tried eating bananas?
Yes, they only pop up in the song.
May I ask what song is running through your head?
Old MacDonald.
You don't mean Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
And on that farm he had a banana, E-I-E-I-O.
Have you tried counting sheep?
With a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there.
So everything you try ends up in the song. This is even worse than Chicken with His Head Cut Off.
Here, bok, there, bok, everywhere, bok, bok. Ugh, help me.
Here, drink this.
Not bad. It's a bit weak, with a weak here and a weak there.
That is an obnoxious song. Here, sing with me. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, you'd even say it glows.
Here a glow, there a glow, everywhere a glow, glow, old Mick Rudolph.
See, it's impossible.
Let's sing something else. Try Hey Jude by the Beatles. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, I hate that song.
Do Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Ready? Go.
And on that farm he had a shake. E-I-E-I-O. Try When the Saints Go Marching In. Ready? With a march here and a march there. Get me out of here.
Is this the complaint department?
That's what the sign says. Do you have a complaint?
I most certainly do. First, this morning I woke up to absolute silence. Usually, Mrs. Wallenby's dog is yapping at the wee hours of the morning, waking up me and the whole neighborhood. And it's one of those annoying little dogs with those high, whiny barks. But this morning there was nothing.
So you were able to sleep in?
I'd hardly call 10 a.m. sleeping in. But anyway, then I go out to get the paper, which is usually thrown into my rose bushes. But it's sitting right on my doorstep. I didn't even have to put my slippers on to go get it.
So that was a good thing?
Well, what do you think? But then, while I'm getting the paper, I noticed that the neighbors across the street had taken down their swimming pool.
Swimming pool?
Yeah, they had this little 2-foot pool, blow-up swimming pool up in their front yard, but they have no fence, and the city ordinance clearly states that any pool over 18 inches high must be enclosed by a 6-foot fence. I've called the city several times to report the violation, but they would never do anything.
But the pool is gone now?
Yeah, I was gonna call again today to complain, but now there's no sense in it. But that's not all. For lunch, I decided I'd go to Taco Bell.
You don't seem like the type of person who frequents the Bell.
No, but I do like fried chicken. And one time when I went to my favorite chicken place, they'd combine it with a Taco Bell. So I tried a few menu items, and I was hooked. The problem was that they always got my order wrong. Not enough cheese in my taco, too much fizz in the Diet Pepsi, crunchy tortillas for my burrito. I mean, what are the odds that they would get it wrong every single time? But today, everything was perfect.
So the Bell came through for you?
But that's not all. The doctor called and said my cholesterol plummeted, and I don't need to take those pills anymore. My financial portfolio went from weak to strong. My taxes went down, and on the way over here, all the traffic lights were green.
Let me get this straight. You came here to complain about not having anything to complain
Well,
about?
I don't know why I'm here. I just like this place. The desk is nice, and the sign's pretty.
You think this sign is pretty?
It's my favorite sign.
Well then, I'm afraid you're all out of excuses.
Excuses? For what?
Hey, how would you like to run the complaint department?
Me?
It'd just be for a few seconds until I get back.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, here's what you do.
I know what to do. Just get going. I got it covered. Just get out here and let me do my job. Everything will be fine. Welcome to the complaint department. Can I help you?
Yes. No, thank you.
Wait, you came here for something. You might as well lay it on me.
Actually, I work in another complaint department across town. Today's my day off.
Oh, fellow complaint receptacle, let me ask you something. Are you sick of all the people who come in and complain about the stupidest things?
Yes, that's why I'm here. For example, I had this lady come in to complain that every morning her husband wakes up, stretches his arms, and says, I slept like a baby.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I asked her. So she says she doesn't remember when he had babies. They don't sleep that well.
So what'd you say?
I told her to just be grateful that her husband doesn't wake up hungry and crying every 2 hours with a load in his pants.
A good point.
I thought so, but she marches out all angry. And then there's this guy who comes in with one of those sticky flash strips wrapped all around his head, and he can't get it off. I mean, is it me?
Is it I?
What?
I believe the proper grammatical form of that question would be, is it I?
Are you sure? What if you added the word just into it? Is it just me? I mean, people say that all the time, but I've never heard anyone say, is it just I?
You're right, that does sound weird. Let's see. You use I for the subject of the sentence, like I am listening to complaints, and me for the object of the sentence, like this person is complaining to me.
Yes, you wouldn't say this person is complaining to I.
So is I the subject of our question?
Is it I or is it the subject of the question?
You know, I'm not sure, but I am sure that I've heard the phrase, is it I, somewhere before.
Now that you mention it, I believe I've heard it put that way as well. Somewhere important, I believe.
Well, no matter. Whether it's is it me or is it I, it's a rather good question.
I wish my customers would ask that before they came into my complaint department.
Wouldn't that be something? It might change the whole way we do things around here. It would even change the world.
Come to think of that, we've better not spread that around. If that ever happened, we'd be out of a job.
Right. Mum's the word. Hey, you're an experienced complaint taker. I was wondering if you could do me a quick favor.
Sure, what is it?
Could you wait? Maybe it is me.
No, I think you're right. Is it I?
No, I mean the problem. Maybe the problem is me.
What problem?
You know what? Never mind. I was going to ask you to watch the complaint department for me while I went off and took a break, but I think I'm going to stay. Yeah, I'm going to stay my host.
It's not actually my day off. I asked someone to work the complaint department for me while I came here. I can't believe I couldn't see it before. It is me, or I. I've got to get back. See ya.
Have a nice day.
Here you are.
This certificate grants the holder to be happy for the rest of the day. Really?
No more excuses.
Thank you.
Worry about that when you come to it.
I've got it. Sing with me.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a grievance, E-I-E-I-O. With a grumble here and a mumble there, here groan, there moan, everywhere murmurs on. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Well,
It's gone. It's completely gone.
we just had to finish the song.
Thank you. Thank you. This is wonderful. Goodbye.
Down the hatch.
It's wonderful. You doubled the amount of lemonade mix. Brilliant. Wait till my customers taste this flavor explosion.
What?
You know what?
Oh, sorry.
Here, I got Bobby Richmond's phone number for you. You need to start somewhere.
You're right. Thank you.
There you are. I called the paramedics. They're waiting outside for you. Great. Are they going to give me something for the pain in my arm? I hope not. But they're going to fix both of your arms. Thank you.
I found a solution to your problem.
And how's a ruler supposed to get my parents to bake my cakes and wash my dishes?
I'll show you. Hold your wrist out. You're a self-agonizing, pompous parasite who thinks that principles of responsibility apply to everyone but you. Now it's time to grow up and stop acting like a baby.
I hate you. You're ruining my life.
Thanks for watching the complaint department for me. How'd it go?
Pretty good. Hey, what time does the complaint department close?
6.
O'clock?
Yes, 6 o'clock.
All right, I'll be back then.
Why? We'll be closed.
Bye.
I'd say you worked off your bill.
What have you got there?
Creamy Havarti from the deli. It's on sale. Here, try a bite.
It's delicious. I must buy some. I hope they've updated their sales sign, or I'll be back.
I know you will.
Here we go. Put these in your ears and see if your husband answers you now. They're only temporary. You'll need a doctor.
Of course. I think all this time the problem was me. Or is it I?
Either one works.
Oh, goodness. My husband is calling me.
I didn't hear your phone ring.
He's out in the hall searching for me. I'd better get going. Thank you.
Boo! Oh, how awful. No, I told you already. I want someone else.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm extremely sorry. I thought you were someone else.
I'm definitely not someone else. As you can see, I'm a completely different person.
I guess the problem wasn't someone else. Good day.
I have good news. The power's back on in your neighborhood.
Oh, so I'll be able to see behind the dresser to make sure that big cord's plugged in?
Actually, you won't need to. Your TV should work perfectly fine now.
Why? Because the power came back? Oh, suddenly I feel humiliated.
That's the first step to recovery.
Oh, I bet I know where the clock stopped running.
Now, what am I supposed to do with you?
I've got it. Take a look.
It's a bag full of empty halves of Oreos.
Now you can spread your icing back on these cookies in just the right proportions.
Excellent, but What happened to all the icing from these cookies? I better get going.
Hey, do you want this? I guess not.
I'm back.
Oh, hi, you got your drink, I see.
I got you one too.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that.
So, how did everything go?
Fairly well, I suppose. I learned a lot about people.
Let me guess. It's easy to see the solution to someone else's complaints, but then whenever it comes to our own problems.
Well, yes, that's one thing, but in the bigger picture.
Oh, hey, I just realized you never got to tell me your complaint.
That's okay. I don't need to.
No, you came in here for a reason, and then you were kind enough to do me a good turn. The least I could do is hear your complaint.
Well, now that I think about it, it was I.
It was me.
Oh, you had nothing to do with it.
No, I mean the proper way to say that is, it was me.
Is it me? Is it I? Is it me? Is it I? I'm not sure which one sounds better, but I'm sure I've heard is it I somewhere before.
Now that you mention it, I believe I've heard it put that way as well. Somewhere important, I believe.
No matter. Either way, it's a good question that has caused me to look inward. I shall ask it frequently. Thank you for the experience and the refreshment. Cheers!
Hello, welcome to Order Up. Can I take your order?
Wow, I've never been here before. You have a lot of menu items.
Yep, Order Up is the one-stop fast food restaurant. No need to decide what kind of food you want before you pick a restaurant. Our slogan is, it's all here.
Here.
I see that. There are hamburgers, pizza, tacos, Chinese subs, hot dogs, pasta, barbecue, fish, chicken, shish kebabs, wraps, club sandwiches, crepes. You even have crepes?
That's right, it's all here.
That's the largest menu I've ever seen.
That's because
It's all
here.
What about grilled cheese? Never mind, I see it. You have 10 different kinds of grilled cheese sandwiches?
That's right, it's all here.
There must be something you don't have. Let's see. I'll bet you don't have, I know, Able Skeevers.
Able Skeevers? What's that?
I knew there was something you didn't have. Able Skeevers are specialty food from Denmark. The round pancake ball things.
I was just kidding. They're number 47, Able Skeevers. Would you like that as a meal?
What? Oh, you do have them. That's amazing. I guess you were telling the truth when you said,
It's all here.
So one order of Able Skeevers?
You know, I'm afraid that you might be spreading yourself too thin.
How so?
There are too many items on the menu. Most places do one kind of item so that they can focus on making that item as good as possible. It's the jack of all trades, master of none concept. I mean, you can't have really good everything.
How do you know until you try? Can I take your order?
Let me ask you your opinion. In general, how's the food here?
It's not very good, but there are a lot of choices. Can I take your order?
A trade-off. I'm not sure which I prefer. One choice of really good food in which I have to go somewhere else if I didn't want that food, or a whole bunch of different choices of not very good food.
In which case, you could stay here.
Oh, I see you have the turkey fried steaks.
It's all here.
I love turkey fried steaks. I know that you said that the food's not very good, but on that not very good scale, how's the turkey fried steaks?
They're terrible, but they are really big and they come two to an order. So you can eat some now and save the rest for tonight, and tomorrow, and the next day.
It's a toss-up. I guess I could feed it to my dog too.
My dog won't eat it. Would you like fries with that?
Funny you should mention that. I was just noticing that you have 17 different flavors of fries. Are all fries just potato flavored?
It's all the spices. There's salt and pepper, and cilantro. Cilantro and cinnamon sugar, and nutmeg. Nutmeg and Parmesan chocolate shake.
Okay, I get it. I'm just not so sure. You need to change your menu. Remove about 95% of it. Try a less is more concept.
You haven't even tried anything yet and you're already suggesting changes.
You make a good point. What is the smorgasbord in a bag?
It's a small bite of everything on the menu. To go.
I could sample everything without having to make a decision. That's a really good idea. Or you could give me a bunch of not very good ideas. Let's see. One really, really good idea or hundreds of really, really bad ideas? Another toss-up.
That'll be $6.98.
The smorgasbord in a bag it is then. And did I mention that I level on all three of you say?
It's all here.
Your order is number 4. We'll call it when it's ready.
I'm going to wash tables.
Hello, welcome to Order Up. Can I take your order?
Yes, I just want one large Diet Dr. Pepper.
Sure, one large Diet Dr. Pepper. Here's your cup and your straw. You can fill your drink up right over.
No. No straws. No straws. Are you crazy?
You don't like straws?
Let me tell you something. I love straws, but do you have any idea how dangerous they can be?
I guess you could, accidentally poke yourself in the eye.
Look, let's say you're out to dinner with your best buds celebrating your birthday, and you order a nice, searing hot cup of coffee, or a boiling cup of tea, or even a lava temperature hot chocolate. The waiter accidentally hands you a straw, just like the one you handed me.
They're individually wrapped.
And instead of baby sips, you stick your straw into your flaming liquid refreshment and take a huge gulp. If the straw doesn't melt first, the sizzling liquid would flow freely into the back of your throat.
That's not good.
And I'll tell you why. The scalding liquid scorches the soft tissues of your tonsils, causing your throat muscles to wildly contract, closing off your windpipe. You try to take in a breath, but your throat won't open. You stand up, grasping at your neck. A nearby server thinks you're choking on a piece of steak. They rush to help and they Heimlich your guts out.
Oh, no,
You can't inhale. You can't exhale. You see that light at the end of the tunnel everyone talks about before they lose consciousness. There's only one thing left for you to do.
What's that?
Die.
Thank you. You possibly saved a life today. Now, do you want ice with your Diet Dr. Pepper?
Oh, I see. You think that because I'm having a cold drink, that a straw is harmless. Well, let me tell you something. Once I saw a kid take 2 straws, connect them together, and then he added a third.
Whoa. I've done that. You can make like a 3-foot straw.
And do you know what the kid did next? He slipped the end of his 3-foot straw into his friend's drink on the other side of the table. And then he sipped it down.
I think I've seen like Scooby do that to Shaggy once. Oh.
Soda pop theft is no laughing matter. Did you know that if you connected 500 million straws together, it would make a straw so long that it would wrap around the earth twice?
How do you know that?
I wrote my 4th grade science project on things that can wrap around the earth twice.
I could drink a Frenchman's Diet Dr. Pepper from here.
Exactly. That's why we shouldn't use disposable straws.
Isn't that just a straw man's argument? Get it? Straw man's argument?
Let me tell you something. Because I love straws so much, I carry around with me a stainless steel straw.
Stainless steel. Huh. Cool. I guess you couldn't connect those together.
I also carry around with me a bamboo straw and a straw made from the shin bone of a squid.
I don't think squids have...
And don't tell anyone, but I'm also working on a new type of straw that you blow into instead of suck.
You can already do that with one of these.
Never.
Besides making bubbles in your drink, why would you want to blow into a straw?
Listen, buddy, have you ever worked at a fast food restaurant before? Okay, let's pretend you work in a fast food restaurant and you notice a teenager choking. You rush over to help and you Heimlich the guts out. The kid spits up the egg roll, but there's only one problem.
What's that?
You Heimlich them to death. Now they're on the floor, not breathing. You prepare to administer CPR. You position the head, and you're about to place your mouth over theirs when...
What?
Have you ever seen a teenage mouth after it's devoured 3 egg rolls? Let me tell you something. It ain't pretty. There's no way that you're gonna put your mouth over that. So, you pull out your Simpson's easy-to-use blow straw, trademark pending, and you insert one end into the egg roll victim's mouth and the other you simply blow into, reviving them and becoming the hero of the restaurant.
Wow, you sure know a lot about straws. Okay, I think I understand. 1 cup, no straw.
That's better. I don't want anyone to think I'm crazy.
This place is getting too rough for me.
Hey, did you read the new company policy?
Hi, can I get a
Walk
number?
one door up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
Yeah. I was just ordering when you interrupted me.
Oh, sorry. It's company policy. If we don't welcome each patron, we get in trouble.
Oh, well, that's not a bad policy.
So what can we make for you?
I need 2 chicken Big Boppers.
2 chicken Big Boppers!
You scare me there. My heart's racing. Can I also get 3 McWhoopers with no pickles?
3 McWhoopers! Hold the combers!
Excuse me, is that absolutely necessary?
Yes, I'm afraid it is. It's for the, it's company policy, you know.
It's company policy to scream at the top of your lungs that I'm ordering?
It's for the cooks. See, they've already started cooking your food and you haven't even finished ordering yet.
Oh, well, I guess that speeds things up. I also need 4 orders of onion rings.
4 rings, lots of tears!
That's really disturbing.
Other places use this. Other places use a microphone. We do this because it
creates an exciting environment for our valued customers.
At least that's how the company policy reads.
Exciting is not the right word.
What else can we make for you?
I need a double teriyaki bowl with extra rice and a regular teriyaki bowl without rice.
This guy's also gonna have a deuce tea bowl, heavy on the grain, and a single no grain.
This guy, that sounded derogatory.
It wasn't meant that way.
Look, can we just put the excitement away until after I finish ordering? It's a little uncomfortable.
Why?
Well, I don't want everyone in the restaurant to know what I'm ordering, or the people across the street for that matter.
I see. I'm very sorry. Is there anything else I can get for you?
7 mini beef sliders with no mustard on 3 of them.
You're not gonna believe this. They also want 7 slippery moves. Hold the yellow on 3.
What do you mean by that you're not going to believe this? Why would you say that?
It's just an attentive commentary on how much food you're ordering. It's company policy, you know? Anything for dessert?
As a matter of fact, yes. A chocolate shake, a vanilla shake, 2 cinnamon twists, a raspberry cheesecake, and hold the commentary.
A chocolate shake, a vanilla shake, 2 cinnamon twists, and a raspberry cheesecake. Talk about a gluttonous pig.
Oink, oink.
What is the matter with you? I told you to hold the commentary.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said to hold the condiments. Strike the gluttonous pig comment, reverse the oink oinks.
Oink, oink.
Better?
I suppose.
So do you want the condiments?
Yes!
All right, sheesh, not so loud. Anything to drink?
A Diet Coke.
After all that high calorie, high carb, and high junk food, they want a Diet Coke, as if they're on a diet.
Look, I've had just about enough of you. You're insinuating that I'm eating all this food by myself, but you can see that I have a list in my hand, which implies that I'm obviously picking up a large group order and I'm taking it back to the office or someplace like that.
I'm terribly sorry. I shouldn't have insinuated anything. Will that be for dine-in or carry-out?
Dine-in.
Very good. You're number 6. We'll just take your order back to the cooks.
What do you mean? You just screamed it to them.
They can't hear us all the way back there.
Hi, welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I help you?
Yes. 1 burrito with the green sauce, please.
Sure. 1 burrito minus red plus green.
What?
1 burrito minus red plus green.
What do you mean minus red?
Do you want the red?
No, I want the green sauce.
So minus red plus green.
I understand the plus green, but why do you have to minus the red?
Because you don't want red.
I don't want guacamole either, but you didn't say minus guac.
If I put minus red, then that takes the red sauce off.
So you make the burrito, and then you take the red sauce off, minusing it?
What?
Do you have to scrape the red sauce off, and then add the burrito?
Why would we do that?
You said minus red. In order to minus something, it must already be present or you wouldn't be able to minus it. So does that mean the burrito comes pre-made and you take the red sauce off, minusing it?
No, it just means don't put the red sauce on.
So minus red tells the burrito makers not to put any red sauce on it.
Right.
Tell me, does that burrito come with onions?
No.
Then why didn't you tell the burrito makers not to put any onions on it by saying minus onions?
Because it wouldn't say that on the register.
Does the burrito come with a Snickers bar?
No.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Anything to drink?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If I were to order a burrito with the red sauce, would you say minus green plus red?
No, I would say 1 burrito.
Why wouldn't you say minus green?
Because it wouldn't say that on the screen. In order to minus something, it must already be present. We wouldn't be able to minus it. What do you think? The burrito comes pre-made with the red sauce already on it, and we minus it by scraping it off?
I can't seem to wrap my brain around this. Minus green plus red, but never minus red plus green. Has anyone else ever?
Nope, you're the only one. You know, you could have minus green, minus red. Would that solve your problem?
You can't eat those things dry.
How about plus red plus green?
Green and red sauce mixed together? What would that make?
Sort of an olive color, but it tastes like pickle juice.
Could I get plus red plus green minus olive and pickle?
There's no button for that. So will that complete your order?
Listen, I'm a curious person, and I need to know things. And I can't get past why you say minus red, but never minus green.
You're really really starting to bother me.
That's what I was gonna say. Fine. Give me the burrito minus red plus green.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're all out of green sauce.
Then it looks like we're at an impasse.
Not necessarily. We'll now take your order minus you plus the exit. Bye-bye.
Can you believe it? She still wants her burrito.
I can't.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, hush.
Why do you always have to pull me around by my ear?
Because if I didn't, you would still be in my basement playing video games on that silly phone of yours.
Hello, welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
Do you have an application?
I don't need an application to take your order. All you have to do is tell me what you want, and we'll get it for you.
No, an application to apply for a job.
Oh, a job application. Sure. Have you ever worked fast food restaurant before?
It's not for me, it's for my lazy kid.
Lazy, huh? I wouldn't put that on the application.
You're hiring, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We're actually looking for a cook to start immediately.
You hear that? They're looking for a cook.
Oh, joy.
Does she have any experience being a cook?
Oh, sure. She knows how to put frozen chimichangas in the microwave and pour ketchup right on the plate. She never gets any on the table. There is one small problem, though. She has food allergies.
Well, she doesn't have to eat anything she's allergic to.
You guys don't make anything with shellfish, do you? Because shellfish always makes her left elbow break out in a rash and itch uncontrollably.
Left elbow, huh? That's weird. I guess we could left elbow, huh? That's weird. I mean, we do have a few shellfish items, but as I said, she doesn't have to eat anything.
Oh, she doesn't have to eat them. She doesn't even have to touch them. She just has to hear the name and it's all over. Watch this. Hey, you, oyster!
Ow! Mom, stop it!
So mean.
That's not too bad. I guess we could watch her language.
Don't forget dairy. You guys don't make anything with dairy, do you? Because dairy always makes her left elbow break out in a rush, and it causes a bump to go on the top of her forehead. You know, like a cartoon character who gets hit in there with an anvil? Check this out.
Oh, you don't have to.
Hey, you, milk!
Ah, stay down, stay down, stay down. Would you cut it out?
See what I mean?
Maybe she should get a job where they don't mention dairy or shellfish products.
Don't forget seasoning. You guys don't make anything with seasoning, do you?
What kind of seasoning?
Because seasoning really does a number on her. Check this out. Hey, you, salt and pepper.
Ah, stay down, stay down, stay down. Ta-da! Mother, would you stop it?
See what I mean?
Have you ever been to a psychiatrist?
For food allergies, I think she'll fit in here real well. There's one small problem. She's allergic to meat.
Don't say it. Don't you dare say it.
She's allergic to meat?
Not meat in general, just certain kinds of meats.
If you tell her, I'll tell her your allergy.
You have allergies too?
Just one, but this is about me. They need to know so they can avoid any unpleasantness while you're working.
If you say it, I say it.
Listen, we do have a lot of food items. We have to tell the cooks, repeat the orders to the customers, you know. And we do mention those foods quite a bit. So if you're allergic to hearing the name of certain foods, maybe this isn't going to.
Hamburgers.
Hot dogs. Ah, stay down, stay down, stay down. Hi-ya, hi-ya, hi-ya. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ta-da!
Bravo, bravo. We'll let you know.
This place is too weird.
Better go label this too weird. I quit.
Hello. Welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
Yeah, can I get a feel it?
A what?
A feel it.
I'm sorry. I'm not quite getting you. One more time?
Feel it.
Feel it? Is that what you're saying? Feel it?
Yes, one feel it, please.
I'm sorry. I've never heard of that.
It is right there on your menu. A fillet of fish.
Oh, that's a filet-o-fish. Filet. It's a French word.
I thought it was feel it.
I suppose if you didn't know French. One filet-o-fish. What else can we make for you?
3 tacos.
Nope, you'll have to say that again.
3 tacos.
Tacos? Tacos? Do you mean tacos?
No, I mean tacos. It's right there on your menu. Tacos.
It's pronounced tacos. It sounds like talk, like TikTok, or as in you talk funny, tacos.
Well, it looks like tacos.
It isn't. 1 filet-o-fish, and 3 tacos. Will that be all for you?
One more thing, a real meal deal.
Has anyone ever told you you have a very interesting accent?
Hey, you're the one with the accent, pal.
I guess that's true from a certain point of view. Let's take this one word at a time.
Real.
Real? Real? I don't know that word. Rhymes with bill.
What's a bill? Like Ally McBill?
No, that's McBeal. I'm saying bill, like when you pay for your food, you might give me a $10 bill.
Oh, bill. You mean a $10 bill.
I think I understand. You know that nursery rhyme where 2 kids climb up to a well and fetch some water? Could you say the first line for me?
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Okay, that's enough. So you say Jill and heel, and just out of curiosity, what do you call this part of your foot?
That's your heel.
I see. So you say a long E for a short I and vice versa. Now that I know the rules, what did you order again?
A real meal deal.
A real meal deal. Got it.
Finally, but you're saying it weird, and I feel like this is taking forever.
I feel like we stuck a dill on your mill, and you got it for a still. Would you like to try the Ville?
No bill for me, please. But finally, you're talking good. It was hard to understand you before.
Once I figured out how to pronounce things, it was real easy.
Well, it took you a long Tim.
What?
It's about Tim.
What's about Tim? You mean my brother Tim? He works here tomorrow.
No, not your brother Time. I mean, it took you a long Tim.
Yes, sometimes it takes me a long Tim. Well, at least it's just our pronunciations that are different. Can you imagine if words had different meanings for us?
That would be awful.
Well...
Now, can you please just give me my hat?
Your hat? Your hat? You want a hat? Will this one do for you?
No, I don't want your food. I want all of the hat I just ordered.
Oh, your hat. We'll call you when your hat is ready. Your number, I Loven.
Obviously.
Meanwhile, I need to stay visible to all customers.
And I will keep cleaning this table.
Finally, they're making sense.
Where is everyone?
Just kidding. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were someone else.
You scared me there for a minute. Who did you think I was?
Number, I Loven.
You called? Where's my hat?
Oh, sorry. It's not ready yet. I said it wrong.
Hello, welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
Yes. Can I get a Big Daddy burger with fries and medium drink?
Will that be for here to go?
To go.
That'll be $5.02.
Here's a 10, and...
Your change is $4.98.
Can't you see I was reaching into my pocket for the 2 cents?
You don't need 2 cents. You already gave me a 10. That's plenty to cover your total.
Why would I want to carry out 98 cents worth of change? I've been trying to get rid of these 2 pennies all day. Look, I want to carry around $1 worth of change and a few ones when you can just give me a 5.
I don't get it.
Look, the total is $5.02. If I give you $10.02, then you can just give me back a 5.
Oh, so then you wouldn't have to walk around carrying a bunch of ones and coins. I get it. I'm sorry. We can still do that, though.
Good. Here's my 2 cents.
Great. Let me just put this money back and then we'll... Oh, I already shut the register.
Then open it.
I can't open it unless you buy something.
I just bought something.
It only opens once per purchase, and it already opened for that one.
There's got to be another way.
Only a manager can open the register for a non-purchase, and the manager just left.
So you're saying the only way not to carry around $1 worth of change is to have to buy something else?
Apple turnovers are exactly 98 cents.
All right, fine. I don't believe this. 1 apple turnover, please.
Will that be for here to go?
To go.
That'll be $1.04.
You said it was 98 cents.
I forgot about tax.
That messes up everything we're trying to do.
Sorry. Do you still want the turnover?
Can you cancel that transaction without a manager?
That I can do. No manager required.
Cancel the apple turnover, please. And here's my 2 cents.
I shut the till. Natural instincts.
You still owe me a 5.
I can't open it unless you buy something.
All right, let's try this again. 1 apple turnover, please.
Anything else?
No.
That be for here to go.
To go.
That'll be $1.04.
Good. Now do not shut the register. Good. Now take out a 5. Perfect. You're doing well. Now hand me the 5. Oh, Rapture, you can now cancel the apple turnover.
It's canceled. We did it. High five.
Sure. Anyway, how are those apple turnovers?
They're so good. They're like the old McDonald's ones before they changed them.
You know, I think I'll try one. 1 apple turnover, please.
That'll be $5.02. Will that be for here to go?
For here.
Your order's number 12. We'll call it when it's ready. Oh, dang. The drawer won't shut.
I got a hammer in my truck.
Hello, welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order? Would you like to order something? Just order when you're ready. Can I help you?
Yes.
So what can we make for you?
Yes, you can help me. And thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
No problem. So what can we make for you?
I'd like a number. My boyfriend just broke up with me.
What number was that?
We used to eat here all the time. We were Order fanatics.
Perhaps a chocolate sundae would brighten your spirits.
That was his favorite dessert.
Maybe I'll just give you a few more minutes to decide.
Okay.
So you've made your decision then?
I'll have the
This is getting awkward.
I'm very sorry, but you're holding up the line.
I am. Sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Listen, breakups are tough. Everyone goes through them.
Really? Have you?
Sure, lots of times.
What about you?
Oh, yeah, I've been broken up with 7 times.
7? We used to share our number 7 and sit over there in that booth.
Not 7, 8. I've been broken up with 8 times.
We used to sit over there in that booth as we ate a number 7.
That's an awfully loud cry you have there.
Thank you.
Perhaps you just need time. You know what they say, time heals all wounds.
Time. We used to hear all the time.
That's a new one. Look, you're a busy person, and I don't want to waste any more of your continuum of experience of which events pass from the future to the present to the past. So I propose that you...
I thought he was going to propose to me in this restaurant.
Was that your dream? To be proposed to in a fast food restaurant?
We could have gotten married by the bun toasters and had a reception line over by the condiments.
Yeah, so we don't really do weddings. Maybe you should try Taco Bell.
Bell, as in wedding bells?
No, not as in wedding bells, as in Taco Bell. Or you could try any other place but here.
I'm sorry. I can order now. Really, I can. I'll take 1 marriage proposal, 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 side of growing older together, and 1 large happily ever after.
Would you like fries with that?
Yes, please.
You're number 13. We'll call you out when it's ready.
I'm gonna go see if any of the cooks would go on a blind date with that.
Hello, welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
Yes. Earlier I heard from across the street somebody ordering a McWhopper, and I thought it sounded delicious. So I tally-hoed, as it were, and here I am, mouth-watering.
1 McWhopper. Anything else?
Hold on. That has beef in it, doesn't it?
I believe so.
I just remembered a documentary I saw on how they process beef. It was awful. I can't eat that. Cancel McWhopper. How about the pulled pork?
Excellent choice.
Wait.
pork, huh?
As a matter of fact, the pulled pork does contain pork. It's pulled.
I also saw a documentary about pigs. Not pretty. Maybe I'll go with the fried chicken.
Have you seen the documentary on how they process chicken?
As a matter of fact, yes. And that's why I'm trying to become a vegetarian.
Then perhaps I can interest you in something without meat.
That's a wonderful idea. Ooh, a veggie burger. What's in that?
It's pretty good. They take a bunch of vegetables and dice them up real fine and compress them to make the patty. Very healthy.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it had that many vegetables in it.
You didn't realize the veggie burger had veggies in it?
I saw a documentary about vegetables. It was inhumane.
Well, no one likes to see vegetables suffer.
And that's why I'm trying to become a fruitarian.
We have a nice fruit salad. Maybe you'd like to try that.
That depends. Does it have apples in it?
I believe apples are one of the main fruits of the fruit salad.
Do you know if the apples have been picked?
Well, if they weren't picked, you'd have a large tree sticking out of your salad.
What I mean is, were the apples plucked off the tree or did they fall off naturally?
Let me guess. You saw an apple documentary?
No, but I've personally witnessed the harvesting of an apple. It was terrible. The sound still haunts me to this day.
What happened?
It was August 4th of last year. I was on my way to the bus stop when I walked past a house with a beautiful green apple tree in the front yard. Right as I looked up, the homeowner viciously pulled the apple from its natural habitat. I could hear the stem being separated from the branch. It was one of the cruelest things I'd ever seen. I could hear the apple screaming in terror.
But you didn't, because apples don't scream. They're apples.
Exactly. And that's why I vowed then and there that I would never support the cruel treatment of not only apples, but of any fruit. I would only eat fruits that have died a natural death. So I ask you again, were the apples in the fruit salad murdered?
Well, I'm not sure. Some of them could have fallen off the tree from old age, or they could have pulled themselves from the branches in a misguided bid for fruity freedom. But most likely, they've been picked.
Better not chance it. Besides, we'd have to go through all that for each for the salad. And that's why I'm trying to become a soytarian.
A soytarian? Is that someone who only eats soy?
No, it's someone who doesn't eat meat, fruit, or vegetables.
We have a soy burger. I've never tried it, so...
Does it contain legumes?
I believe that's what soy is made of.
Well, I've heard that soy can cause chronic inflammation.
And of course, you don't want to risk chronic inflammation.
No? I'm fine with the inflammation. Soy just tastes terrible. I can't stand it. Dairytarian.
A dairytarian? You want some milk?
Wait, am I crazy? Udder pulling is barbaric. Nutitarian.
A nutitarian? If that's someone who deals with nuts, then I must be one.
No, it's someone who doesn't eat meat, fruit, vegetables, dairy, or legumes.
So, tree nuts are okay.
Actually, I heard that tree nuts, people who eat them, causes an itching fit on their left elbow, a ballet leap, followed by a pirouette. And besides, do you know where cashews grow on top of? They grow on top of apples. So harvesting them is cruelty to 2 food groups. And that's why I'm trying to become a grainitarian.
So breads are okay.
Actually, no. I've heard some say, man shall not live by bread alone. So now grains are out.
I don't think that's what that means. It sounds like you can't eat anything.
And that's why I'm trying to settle on becoming a watertarian.
A watertarian? You mean water? You'll only consume water?
Yep, 1 cup of water, please. And I'm starving. And can you make it thick water? Thick water is easier to chew.
1 cup of thick water. That'll be $0.00. We'll call you when it's ready.
Uh-oh, I know who that is. I'm out of here.
Hello, welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
I've been watching you.
That's not creepy at all.
What would you do if I did this? And how about this? And what about this?
Can I take your order?
No, you may not. You see, I am the health inspector.
The health inspector? What's that?
What?
you don't know who I am?
I've never met you.
No, but someone like you should always know the face of their enemy.
You're my enemy?
In a sense, yes. You see, I go into restaurants such as yours, and I inspect them for health code violations. If there's too many violations, I shut you down.
Is this a new thing?
Health inspectors have been providing a very valuable service to the public for over 100 years.
What did they do before that?
They died.
What? Why would they die?
All right, let's do a little simulation. This is a saloon in the old Wild West. You're the proprietor, and I'm the customer. I walk in like this, and I walk funny because I'm wearing spurs. I approach the counter, and I say, "Give me a warm milk with cat hairs on the bottom." And you say,
"Why would we put cow hairs in your milk?"
No, that's not what you say.
It's a valid question nonetheless.
Because you just milk the cow out back by hand, and naturally with your unfiltered, unpasteurized milking system, a few cow hairs fall into the milk and sink to the bottom. But you say, "Coming right up."
Okay, coming right up.
Come on, use a gruffer voice. It's the 1800s.
Okay, coming right up.
So you serve me my drink. All right, I drink, and then I
What? Why would you die?
From the arsenic that you put in my drink before you served me.
The arsenic? The poison? Why would I put poison in your warm milk?
Because there's no health inspectors around to stop you. And putting poison in someone's warm milk is a clear violation of Federal Health Code 326.
It's also a clear violation of common sense, too. Couldn't we just use that? We pride ourselves on our customer service. Our number one rule is never kill a customer. We mean it when we say, "Y'all come back here."
I have power over you. I have power, I have power, I have power!
You said that already. You see, if we did stuff like killing customers or breeding cockroaches in the back, it'd be real put off for our clientele. In a sense, we would be shutting ourselves down.
I have power, I have power, I have power! Listen, I'm doing a level 5 inspection. Everything better be up to code, and just remember,
you have power?
Exactly.
Welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order?
That looks fun.
What? This counter? Just a plain, ordinary fast food counter.
Not the counter, taking people's orders.
Well, I guess if by taking people's orders, you mean going to the beach, then yes, I could see how it could be considered fun.
I used to take people's orders.
What restaurant did you work at?
I'll give you one guess. It's that restaurant that decided nobody likes clowns anymore, so they got rid of all of their clown logos, references, pictures. And now, when you go through the drive-thru to order into an adorable clown statue's mouth with a microphone in it, guess what? The clown isn't there anymore. You know why? They blew up the clown.
They blew it up? With what?
With an explosion. And on top of all of that, I lost my nose. A clown's supposed to have a big red nose. It's gone. Welcome to Order Up. It's all here. Can I take your order? Oh, I thought I heard a customer. But that's your job anyway. I guess I'll be quiet and fade into obscurity.
Sorry they blew you up.
Thank you. It's been such a long winter.
There?
How come you're not patting me on the back in a comforting manner?
Oh, sorry. There.
You have a tone.
Tone? I did not have a tone. This is my regular tone. See? There. I think you're wonderful.
You hesitated.
Hey, I got an idea. How about you work the counter for a little bit? Would that help?
Really? Can I do my clown laugh?
I don't see why not.
This is great. I promise not to let it turn into a circus.
Call them out, clown.
Oh, number 14.